Good morning, students. Welcome to lecture 2 CVPS in Unit 1. Yesterday's lecture 1 continuation. A new concept, continuity of f of z. In intermediate level, what is continuous function definition? F of x is a function of x. F of x is said to be continuous at x is equal to a if limit x tends to a, f of x is equal to f of a. Limit value is equal to function value. Whenever limit value is equal to function value, it is said to be continuous. Whenever limit value not equal to function value, it is said to be discontinuous or not continuous. And also, a left limit is there, right limit is there. Suppose left limit not equal to right limit, then function is not continuous. If left limit is equal to right limit is equal to function value, then the function is continuous. These are the concepts of intermediate level. That is xy plane. This is organ plane, z plane. So use z symbols. A function f of z is said to be continuous at a z is equal to z naught if limit z tends to z naught, f of z is equal to f of z naught. So limit value is equal to function value. F of z is said to be continuous in any region R of the z plane if it is continuous at every point of that region. In intermediate level, continuous at point only. In engineering level, in complex variables topic, continuous means in any region R at every point in that region. Continuous in any region R means it is continuous at every point of that region. Okay. If w is equal to f of z is equal to u plus iv means uxy plus ivxy is continuous at z is equal to z naught, then real part uxy, imaginary part vxy are also continuous at z is equal to z naught, that is at x is equal to x naught, comma y is equal to y naught. Conversely means reverse. A implies B, A implies B. Given statement. Converse statement means B implies A. So conversely, if uxy and vxy are continuous at x equal to x naught, y is equal to y naught, then f of z is also continuous at z is equal to z naught. Note. W is equal to f of z is a complex function. Is a complex function. Is a complex function. Giving values to z. Giving values to z, we get one value of w, then w is equal to f of z is called a single valued function. Example, w is equal to 1 by z. Here z not equal to 0. 1 by 0 not defined. Something by 0 not defined. So z not equal to 0. Suppose z is equal to 3. We get y w is equal to 1 by 3. Giving value to z, one value to z, we get one value of w. So w is equal to 1 by z, comma, z not equal to 0 is a single valued function. Single valued function. Giving values to z, we get two or more values of w. Then w is equal to f of z is called a multi-valued function. Example, w is equal to plus or minus root z. Here z not equal to 0. What happened? Z is equal to 0. Plus or minus root 0. Plus or minus 0. There is no plus 0 minus 0. So we get 0. Single value. That's why here z not equal to 0. Okay. Z is equal to 4. What happened? W is equal to plus or minus root 4. Plus or minus root 4 means 2. Plus or minus 2 means plus 2 minus 2. Two values. Giving one value to z, we get two values of w. So this w is a multi-valued function. W is equal to plus or minus root z is a multi-valued function. Next, your z is equal to x plus iy. What is your z naught? X naught plus iy naught. Z is equal to z naught implies two complex, this is one complex variable, this is another complex variable. Two complex variables are equal means two complex numbers equal means the real parts are equal, the imaginary parts are equal. So x is equal to x naught, comma, y is equal to y naught. X is equal to x naught, comma, y is equal to y naught. Okay. Next concept. Delta z is equal to delta x plus I delta y. Delta z is the increment in z. Delta x, delta y are increments in x and y respectively. Whenever giving increments to x and y, we get automatically increment in z, that is delta z. Delta z. Delta z is equal to 0 means one complex number equal to 0 means, already I told you in previous lectures, whenever complex number equal to 0 means real part 0, imaginary part I coefficient is also 0. Real part 0, imaginary part 0. Note, z is equal to 0 implies what is z? X plus iy equal to 0. This happens in three ways. First way, x is equal to 0, y is equal to 0. X is equal to 0, y is equal to 0, we get z is equal to 0 automatically. Second way, first y is equal to 0, next x is equal to 0. First x is equal to 0, y is equal to 0, we get z is equal to 0, y is equal to 0, x is equal to 0, we get. Here y is a function of x. Y is a function of x, x is equal to 0. Say uh, mx or ax cube, etc. mx or ax cube, etc. Suppose, look here, observe carefully.